let's check out how to annotate a PDF digitally. So here I am in the Sustainability Moodle homepage. Let's go into week 1 to the readings folder, which you should check out before class each week, to the prescribed folder, which means must be done, and we must read Moscato in week 1. I'd like to annotate this PDF. Best program to do that is Acrobat Reader. So let's check out on the browser. If we don't have that program, how do we get it? It auto-fills for me, and it'll be the first hit. It's free, don't pay for this program. And over on the right here, we've got a download button. Download the program and follow the installation instructions. It's easy. All right, so I've got the program installed. So now I download Moscato to my computer. I've already done that. I'm using a Mac, so I need to go to the Downloads folder of Finder. If you're on Explorer, if you're on a PC, it will be Explorer. So these files are usually filed in terms of name. Click this tab that allows you to sort by time, and it'll bring the file you just downloaded to the top of the stack. Open it by right-clicking on your mouse. Open with Adobe Acrobat Reader. There it is. I've already opened this document, and here it is here. I want to annotate this, so I need to open the Annotation tool, Comments on the right-hand side. Double-click that, and it opens up a whole list of tools that we can use for this purpose. I'm going to use the text box and make a legend for us. A legend, a key for my annotations. I think that I'll ask questions using the red, and I think that I'll notate. People usually do that in yellow, I think. And when I want to indicate that further research is necessary, I use green, a green light to go to the library. Right, let's find something to annotate. Command plus F on a Mac or Control plus F will bring up the Find box. And I'm going to search for core principles. Oh, it autofills. There are 2 of these hits in this document, and I happen to know that there's a section here called Core Principles of Sustainability. All right, so let's set up the highlight tool. It's already in red for me. Don't need that anymore. So if I just pass my mouse over the top of that, it gives me that, and I double click on that and it brings up a box that gives me an annotation. And there I'm going to ask my question, Use your own form of abbreviations with your notes. This is just for you. You don't have to submit this. Sustainable Development Goals. So this is the United Nations, the 17 strategies for sustainable development, which we'll study in week 2. And now we have, you can get rid of that by closing it, it'll still be there. You see if I open up this tricky little arrow there, all of my notes are in the margin there. So the second one here, balance, these are 6 points, and I think I need to annotate these because they're important principles. A long-term orientation and commitment to change the way we conduct our business activities. Well, this is an annotation, so I think that I'll use the yellow color. And I think I'm going to underline this one. Because I think that this word change here is super important in this. So let's just make a note for this. And one way that you can annotate is to put it into your own words. This starts the process of paraphrasing. So instead of change, I've used transformation. Instead of business activities, I've used operational. And then instead of long-term commitment, I've used needs time and tenacity. Start your paraphrase here, and here I'm using word order. Transformation is in the middle in the original, it's near the start. Business activities is at the end in the original, and it's at the beginning here, and so on and so forth. All right, so then the second point, balancing the needs of current people with those of future generations. So I've got a comparison here that I think I will use further research. I need further research for, and I'm going to point up that comparison by putting little circles in there. And if I double click on these guys, or maybe I need to go over here, it doesn't seem to work. I can make a note here, and that one is, I need to investigate the ethics of present and future generations. They're about the main annotation tools I use. Sometimes I use the post-it note. It's nice because you can move it around. There's a stamp tool where you can put a little approved or different sorts of types. You can erase annotations if you want. Of course, these are very useful because then you can go through and it will go to these parts of the annotation very quickly for you. So it's a great time-saving device, as well as being able to find out the key points in a document. That's it. See you soon.